Gamer Braves.
Hi everyone, it's Ben from Gamer Braves, and today we'll be looking at three things: pre-registration rewards, rerolling, and Dislyte, a free-to-play mobile gacha game which just had its global launch. Just a disclaimer, this isn't a reroll guide or a tier list. I won't be teaching you how to reroll or who to reroll for. If you want to find out, refer to the link in the description. This video is more of an informational one, where I'll be discussing about pre-registration rewards and rerolling, what they are, and their significance. I'll be using Dislyte as a lens to look at these two aspects of gacha gaming. Why Dislyte? Because there's a bit of an issue with how the game handled these two aspects. But before I get into the nitty-gritty, what's Dislyte? Dislyte's an urban fantasy RPG developed by Lilith Games, who also made titles like AFK Arena and Rise of Kingdoms. Players form their team of Espers, the game's units which are based on gods and deities from ancient mythology. It more or less follows the cookie-cutter mobile gacha gaming formula, but stands out with its art style and aesthetic. The game has been available since September 2021 in selected regions, but the worldwide launch is on May 10 or 11 this year, depending on your time zone. Like many mobile games, players can get the pre-registration rewards when the game officially launches. Pre-registration rewards are basically an incentive for players to pre-register and play the game when it comes out. They usually range from premium currency to special avatars or units. Basically stuff you want your player base to get excited about. In Dislyte's case, the issue isn't so much the content of the pre-registration rewards, but how they are distributed. Most mobile games let you redeem all the rewards at once, through the in-game mail or notification. But for Dislyte, the rewards are divided and distributed across 5 days, which is less than ideal. Many players thought that they'll get all the rewards right away, but the official launch proved otherwise. Surely you might be wondering, what's the problem here? You get all the rewards eventually, right? There's two main issues with this. Number one, there's already a kind of reward which is distributed across a period of time. It's called login bonuses. In gacha games, these are usually for important events like Christmas or Valentine's or, when the game officially launches. Mobile gacha game players have the expectation that when they get into the game during launch, they can redeem all the rewards right away. It's an industry-wide thing. It has always been that way for gacha games and probably will be too. Inevitably, there will be those out there who think that it's the players who are the problem, that they're entitled and privileged for wanting the rewards the way they want it. It's a free gift. How dare these gamers behave this way? But no, think about it this way. You go to a fast food joint, the burger's great, but when you find out that you can only take one piece of tissue paper every 30 minutes, don't you think your displeasure is valid? Yeah, it's a free item, but there's already the precedent that it will be there right away. So it's not the player's fault for having this kind of expectation. It is a valid complaint. On top of that, when you treat your pre-registration rewards as a login bonus, a completely separate thing, there are bound to be players who think, why are the devs stooping this low just to get me to play the game longer? Why are the devs not respecting my time as a player? Players are going to interpret the staggered pre-registration rewards this way, and it's not ideal. As the saying goes, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Or at least communicate. Make it absolutely positively clear that, hey, we're going to be doing the pre-registration rewards this way. Sure, you can't please everyone, but at least players don't feel as betrayed when it comes to their expectations. On a related note in regards to the pre-registration rewards, part of the reason why the rewards are staggered across 5 days is to discourage rerolling and to combat account selling, as stated by one of the mods in the Dislyte Discord time and time again. You see, in Dislyte, the pre-registration rewards are 10 gold records, which is the cost to make one 10 pull in the gacha. The first 10 pull you make in the game guarantees you a legendary Esper, which has a 1% drop rate. By making it so that the players can't make a 10 pull too quickly when they first play the game, it discourages rerolling. Rerolling is another practice that the gacha gaming community is extremely accustomed to, as progression in these games are usually tied to the quality of your units when you first roll the gacha. There will be players out there who are willing to delete and make a new account, or even uninstall and reinstall the game just to have another shot at getting their ideal units. In some gacha games like Konosuba Fantastic Days or Sino Alice, for example, The devs incorporate a way for players to keep re-rolling their first 10 pull until they're satisfied with their pull. This is very consumer-friendly behavior. Sure, in terms of profit, it does seem counterintuitive at first glance, but in the long run, players who are satisfied with their first 10 pull are more likely to invest in and play the game for longer, leading to higher play retention and them actually spending more money down the line. There are also gacha games out there that don't offer an easy way to reroll, and that's fine. The issue is when it's being communicated to the players that the reason behind it is to combat account selling. You're basically telling your customers that, hey, because there are some bad apples amongst you, we're not letting the rest of you enjoy part of our service. Obviously, players are going to get upset. It's also debatable whether discouraging rerolling actually combats account selling, because when everyone has access to rerolls, the resale value of an account goes down. More players are happy with their starting 10 pull, so there's less of a demand when buying an account. It's also possible that because you're making rerolling harder, the value of an account actually goes up in the market, so it basically backfires. Look, we are not in favor of or supporting the buying and selling of accounts. It goes against games' terms of service and is unethical. But the point is, the player base at large shouldn't be punished for the actions of the minority. There are other ways to combat account selling. It's just that discouraging rerolls may not be a good one. All in all, Dislyte may not have the best method of distributing pre-registration rewards or approach when it comes to rerolling or combating account selling, but it's by no means a bad game. In fact, as someone who's been through a lot of mobile gacha game launches, it's not even in the worst side of the spectrum. Hell, half of the time, us gacha gamers are praying that the game doesn't go on maintenance for 24 hours during launch day. But yeah, we hope you found this video explaining pre-registration rewards and rerolling in gacha games useful. If you're fine with how Dislyte handled these two aspects, by all means, check it out on the Google Play Store and Apple App Store. Let us know in the comments how long you typically reroll for before you actually start playing a gacha game. Hopefully, it isn't 2 days like me for Sin or Alice. This has been Ben from Gamer Braves. I'll see you in the next video.
Hey there! Thank you so much for watching our videos. Don't forget to give us a subscribe if you'd like to see more, and like so we know what kind of content you want to see. Got suggestions for new content? Let us know in the comments below too. Thank you so much again for watching. Take care, dudes.